Hello, welcome to episode number 533 of the TEW 2020 Challenge Run. We're here for Monday, week 1 of June 2024. It is the go-home show for Clash at the Castle this Saturday in Glasgow. And tonight we've got a big championship match as Logan Paul and KSI, the partners in Prime, defend against Orange Cassidy and Carlito in tag team action. We also have Humberto Carrillo and Xia Li against Beatrice Vargas and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic's shot at the IC title is on the line in that one. LA Knight will be in action. And what was the other match? Oh yeah, Christian versus Buddy Murphy. And a whole lot more. So without any more further ado, let's jump straight into the show. We kick off with Triple H coming down to the ring. He says, last week we had quite the chaotic night here on Monday Night Raw. Last week, the Raw General Manager Batista was taken out of commission by a savage attack by Bronson Steiner. Following the attack, Bronson Steiner has been suspended indefinitely. And Dave, well, he's recovering from injuries, and we don't really have a time frame on when he could be back. That, of course, leaves us without a general manager here on Monday Night Raw. Now, I know what you're thinking. Last time we were without a general manager on one of our shows, we imported quite possibly the least qualified candidate to run the show. Well, that's a decision that was a lot above my pay grade. I don't know who it was that made that decision, but it sure as hell wasn't me. So to avoid anything else like that, I personally will be overseeing Monday Night Raw from now until Dave is ready to come back. And on that topic, we have Clash at the Castle in Glasgow this Saturday night. But then after that, beginning next week, we begin the road to Money in the Bank. Now, Money in the Bank is an opportunity that every single WWE superstar aspires to achieve. Over the years, a lot of top guys can credit their success to Money in the Bank. Now this year, we'll have, once again, the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Free competitors from Raw, free from SmackDown, and yes, free from ECW, battling out for a briefcase. Plus, we're in the final stages of finalizing something revolutionary for that event. You'll have to stay tuned for that one on Friday. But I'm here to make a big announcement regarding this year's Money in the Bank ladder matches. You see, in years past, you've had top guys capture that briefcase to earn themselves a shot at the championship and regain their championship. But this year, we're looking to really put a stamp on that opportunity given by winning Money in the Bank. So this year, only those who have never been WWE Champion or World Champion or ECW Champion or Women's World Champion or WWE Women's Champion, you get it. Any former World Champion will not be competing in this year's Money in the Bank. It'll be solely for those looking to capture the championships for the very first time. Seth Rollins interrupts. He says, Hunter, you're out there saying a lot of words about Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank, you said a lot of people credit Money in the Bank for their success. Hell, I'm one of them. I was your hand-picked guy back then. But with Dave not around here anymore, I've got to come to you for all this bull crap. You see, Money in the Bank's going to be a big event, Hunter. It's not because of the Money in the Bank ladder matches that you've barred myself from entering. But I don't need to, because I'm going to walk into Montreal as the WWE Champion when I put your new boy, Cody Rhodes, in the dirt. Because Sapphire, I'm glad you're out here, because your match with Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship, it is one of the marquee matches this Saturday night in Glasgow. So I want to ensure that everything goes off without a hitch, so I'm issuing a no-touch policy tonight. You and Cody, if you touch tonight, your match this Saturday night will be off. That's when Cody Rhodes comes out. He says, Hunter, I think it's perfectly fine to to hold off on myself and Seth's physicality, because I know when I get into that ring with him on Saturday night, I'm gonna be the one left standing tall, still WWE Champion. But Seth, I thought I'd come out here and give you one final word from the WWE Champion before you and I do what we do best, and that's have one of the greatest matches we've ever seen here in WWE. I wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Seth Rollins. Thank you for being WWE Champion last year. Thank you for driving me to a point where I needed to overcome you to become WWE Champion, to finish my story. And I've been holding this place down pretty much ever since. I see you, Seth. You say you're not the same man as you were back then. Well, it's very true that I'm not the same man I was back then. Back then, I was a returnee looking to finish my daddy's story. Now, my daddy's story's finished, and the American Nightmare, his tale, is on full swing. And Seth, you were a key player in the ending of my previous story, but this time, you're just a side piece. And on Saturday night, I'm gonna mow straight through you, like I do every single time we get into the ring together, and I'm gonna stand tall in Glasgow, still WWE Champion. And then after that, this thing between you and I, as far as I'm concerned, it's over. You may hold those grudges for the rest of your days, but I'm finished with you in 5 nights' time. Seth says, "Oh, Cody, you're so complacent. You think you're so confident because you've been WWE Champion for so long. You lost it for a little bit, but other than that, you've pretty much gone over a year untouched as the WWE Champion. You only did that because I wasn't around. And Saturday night, I'm taking back my championship now. I could easily boot your head off right now, but Hunter's put in this no-touch policy in place. But luckily for you, spite and motivation makes a man more vicious. And this Saturday night, you're going to get the most vicious side of Seth freaking Rollins you've ever seen." And he just walks out because he can't touch Cody. But yeah, there's one last quick war of words between Cody and Seth heading into the pay-per-view. And also, Triple H is overseeing Raw because, Russo got appointed the head of ECW last time the GM was absent, so we can't be risking that again. But they cut backstage. It's Lyra and Killer Kelly in the women's locker room. They're sort of just chatting, just catching up with each other, what's happened, talk about Lyra's big win last week over Becky, when the locker room door flies open and Becky swaggers in. She's dressed like big-time Bex, basically. She's got the big sunglasses on, she's wearing some ridiculous outfit, and she just swaggers up to Lyra. And Lyra sort of pauses and goes, "Can I help you?" And Becky, puts her hands on Lyra's shoulders and just plants a kiss on her, right away. Lyra looks shocked and traumatized as soon as this happens. And Becky goes, "Thank you so much. You're the one. You're the one I've been searching for. You're the one for me." And Lyra goes, "Elaborate." She goes, "Last week when you and I shared the ring, and you beat me. At the time, I was frustrated. At the time, I thought it was all me. But it's not more me. It was all you. You complete me. You are the nice, young, soft," she sort of pinches her cheek and goes, "Yeah, soft, piece of clay I can mold into my vision. Congratulations, Bird Girl. You are going to get a taste of the big time, all thanks to me." And Lyra's like, "Mm-hmm." She goes, "As a matter of fact, I got you a match later on tonight, and I'm going to be in your corner, and I'm going to guide you to greatness. You soon will be up in the stars like I am. Maybe not as high as I am, because Nobody else in history will ever be as high as I am, but you, Bird Girl, are my wing girl. And then she sort of walks off with Lyra, or she sort of walks off and just goes, yeah, I'll see you later. And Lyra sort of looks at her confused as Becky leaves. Kelly sort of goes and goes, wow, big opportunity, huh? Don't know where that leaves me, but, good for you. And Lyra still sort of just looks disgusted. And Kelly goes, hey, you were right. And then she, puts her fingers in her mouth and pulls out a piece of gum. Looks at it horrified and puts it in the bin. But yeah, Becky's recruited Lyra, it seems, to be her wing girl, I guess. And she's got a match tonight. Becky said she's going to be out ringside for it, so we'll see how that goes. 86. Christian versus Buddy Murphy. Christian does pick up the win, 40 minutes and 13, because, Wes Lee's not here, because he got taken out by Dijak last week with that concerto. But Dijak is here, and he helps Christian win against Buddy Murphy here tonight. Dijak's former tag team partner, believe it or not. 88 for Buddy Murphy, 73 for Christian, so Buddy really carried him here. And yeah, after the match, Christian orders Dijak once again. He goes, hey, go get those chairs once again. And Dijak does oblige. He throws the chairs into the ring. He puts one under Buddy Murphy's head. And he holds the chair and he looks down at Buddy. And he remembers that this is his old tag team partner. And Christian goes, what? Well, because he used to be your friend. You're holding up. You're being a coward once again. Let me remind you, you lost because you held back to Cody Rhodes at Vengeance. You lost against Wes Lee because you held back. We won tonight because you didn't. Now smash this guy's head in and prove that you are this vigilante of justice that just cares about inflicting pain. Dijak holds the chair. He looks down at Buddy Murphy again. He swings the chair back when Manny comes in and grabs the chair off Dijak. And then Dio starts fighting Dijak. He picks the chair up off the floor, takes the chair to the back of Dijak. Manny takes it to the back of Christian. And they fight off Dijak and Christian. Help Buddy Murphy up to his feet. So yeah, Dio and Manny coming to the aid of Buddy Murphy here tonight. Or I guess just fighting off Christian and Dijak. Chad Gable cuts a 100 rated promo. So out he comes in his suit to the ring. And, people are booing him. And he goes, all I've got over the last 7 days is why. Why, Chad? Why did you attack CM Punk after your match last week? Well, you see, this all dates back 3 months. Back to when I was challenging and competing against Gunther heading into WrestleMania, and I promised after that loss that I would be the best. I promised that I would defeat the best, test myself against the best, and just be the very best, because that's what I am. That's what Chad Gable is. How many other goddamn Olympians do you see walking around these halls, huh? None of them. And I humoured the ego of one of the most famous egomaniacs in the history of professional wrestling, and I humoured the ego of CM Punk. Okay, now Punk, for 13 years now, he's walked around calling himself the best in the world. I don't think anybody's ever truly challenged him on that theory. Sure, you've had other people that say that they're the best in the world that disagree with Punk, but nobody's called him out on his bullshit face to face. You see, Punk, he was gone for 10 years. We didn't hear a word. We didn't even have to mention the man's name on our television screens. But yet he walks back in here, 45 years of age, broken, bitter, and thinks he can take the spots away from guys like me, guys like us, who have been grinding to be the best we possibly can. What, because he's got a failed UFC career and a couple of idiot fans chanting his name? Phil is a broken man. Punk is a very appropriate name for CM Punk because he is just that. He thinks he's entitled to a top spot in this company. If he can't get it, he's just gonna quit. Well, Punk, I hope you do quit. This place was better off without you here, and we'll move on long after you're gone. So why don't we speed up the process? Last week was a fluke. Last week you didn't face the best version of myself, because this is the best version of Chad Gable. And I've got 5 days notice, and I'll give you 5 days notice, because this is my official challenge. Chad Gable, CM Punk, Part 2, this Saturday in Glasgow at Clash at the Castle. So now it's time to see if Punk truly is the best in the world, truly believes he can hang with an Olympian like myself, or if he's just a coward who sits at home talking and talking and talking and doesn't actually get involved in action like I do. Yeah, Chad Gable, 100 rated promo. Like, yeah, this push is gonna go well. He's fucking sick. Like, let's go. And he challenged CM Punk to a match at Clash at the Castle. So let's see what happens there. They catch up with Manny and Dio backstage. And Buddy Murphy goes, hey, thanks for that, but like, why me? Manny goes, it was less so that it was you out there, and more so that currently our friend is comatose, and we're not sure if she's ever gonna wake up. And I know, seeing her sweet little face, out cold in that hospital, that she'd want us to do the right thing. And the right thing is whatever Christian is not doing. So, we were just doing what was right, buddy. But, if you ever need any help in the future, you know where to find us. Buddy goes, great, hope it goes well for you and your friend. And Dio goes, yeah, we hope so too. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Becky is the most cursed wrestler in this entire save. Like, genuine, like, I know it's not, I know it's all a coincidence, but like, I'm genuinely sitting here and considering completely changing all of my plans for Becky, so I don't have to put anyone with her, because that doesn't work well for anybody. So yeah, Lyra's suffered a semi-severed spinal column, which I think is one of those big injuries that keeps her out for a year. Hello, future Connell here. Past Connell is going to continue ranting about Lyra's year-long injury, because obviously I didn't do surgery during the show. But I did do it, I did take the risk, and it was successful, and actually took her all the way down to just 3 months out, which is still fucking annoying and really not ideal, but hey, it could be a lot worse. Also, she has no chemistry with Becky, so anyway, and Sol Ruca was her opponent, and apparently she won because of the injury. So yeah, so Gigi's pregnant, can't do her. Lyra's fucking dead, so can't do her. Not to mention that time that, Nikki Cross and Killer Kelly got pregnant when they were with Becky, the time Becky got pregnant twice herself. Like, why even fucking bother? So anyway, Rhea Ripley, backstage, with Tay Paxley. Tay Paxley sat next to her, she's like rubbing the belt and all sorts. And Rhea goes, last week, when I made a stop by Heat, I was informed of a new championship rule involving this here Liberty Championship. And now, they say that whoever holds the Liberty Championship, if they can accumulate 10 successful defenses of the belt, then they can use it to cash it in for a shot at the Women's World Championship. That Women's World Championship is mine. It's been mine ever since Becky stole it from me back in the Royal Rumble. So tonight, I'm issuing an open challenge for this, to get myself another defense on the board for this Liberty Championship. Answer it if you dare. And then Kayla Kelly's backstage in her locker room, and she sort of like looks up at the screen as she hears Rhea say these words, and then she springs to life, and she's like, yeah, you know what, fuck that, I'm taking that challenge. Then see Kathy Kelly backstage in Gorilla with Anne-Marie and Mariah. She says she got a tag team match. Last week it didn't go so well against the Page Sisters. But tonight you're against the Page Sisters' rivals. You're against J-Flo. So, how are you feeling going into that match tonight? And Mariah goes, me and Anne-Marie been talking all week, been trying to strategize our game, and we really think that, this tag team match we've got tonight is going to be a bigger success. Then Tiffany walks in, she's in full ring gear as well. And she goes, Tiff? She goes, yes? She goes, why are you dressed like that? And she goes, I'm ready for our match, silly. And Mariah goes, well, it's 2-on-2, me and Anne-Marie tagging against J-Flo. 2-on-2 without you in the match. Tiffany goes, well, there's 4 of them, so but why don't we just not make it a tag team match? Why don't we make it 3-on-3? Mariah goes, fine. You're going to throw us off our game, but fine. Let's do it. $88. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So, of course, Humberto Carrillo and Xia Li do defeat Dominic Mysterio and Beatriz Vargas in 40 minutes and 38 when Humberto pins Dominic with the moonsault. I really wanted to do a fatal 4-way for the belt between Humberto, Dominic, Jay White, and Drake, but I can't because that's got Dominic in it and that technically counts as a fucking rematch for the belt. So, yeah, he does lose opportunity here. 74 for Beatriz Vargas, 87 for Dominic, 65 for Xia Li, and a 79 for Humberto. So yeah, big win for the IC champion, and he, has got Dominic out of his hair, I guess. After the match, Dominic's having a hissy fit. The rest of LA Extreme are in there as well. And he starts blaming the loss on Beatriz. She goes, you didn't have my back, huh? What sort of girlfriend are you supposed to be if you haven't even got my back? And Beatriz slaps him in the face. She says, I was never your girlfriend, okay? And I'm done with this, and I'm done with you. I quit. LA Extreme. And she storms out. Yes, I know the timing of this is very funny, but I promise you this turn was planned for a while, ever since the Raw after WrestleMania. It just so happened to coincide with news from IRL this week that makes this look like I've hotshotted it. It hasn't. It's always been cooking. But yeah, Beatriz Vargas has finally had enough of Dominic's shit. And she's left LA Extreme. Dominic Mysterio has no time. His world is falling apart. He's lost his best friend, Grayson Waller. He's lost his fake girlfriend. And he's lost his Intercontinental Championship and his rematch for the belt. Not a good couple of months to be Dirty Dom. We then cut backstage, see Triple H in his office. When Jay White's in there, he goes, I just saw, Humberto just there, the Intercontinental Champion, He pinned Dirty Dominic Mysterio. So Dominic, he's out of it, okay? He ain't getting that championship match anymore. That's why, bang bang, King Switch Jay White slides right in there, takes that championship opportunity, takes that title, and brings championship gold home to Switchblade fucking Guns. And Triple H goes, you have been very impressive since you debuted here in WWE undefeated. I can't deny that. And Trick goes, whoa. Hunter, let's slow it down real quick. Because last I checked, I was the person who got screwed by Dirty Dominic Mysterio in that championship opportunity match. So, if anybody deserves a shot at that championship, it ain't King Bitch over here. It's old Tricky Willie. And he goes, I've got a solution that can solve everybody's problems. Next week, here on Monday Night Raw, Humberto Carrillo will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Trick Williams and Jay White. And not only will the winner be the Intercontinental Champion, the winner will also qualify for Raw's spot in Money in the Bank. The first Raw spot, that is. I made it sound like there's only one. No, there's 3 of them. But yes, the first triple threat match to qualify for Money in the Bank starts next week. But it also doubles up as an IC title match. Trick Williams, Jay White, and Humberto Carrillo. 79. That's actually really good for this. Like, why did this do so good? I guess just all out, yeah. But yes, as implied, the presence of Tiffany Stratton takes Mariah and Anne-Marie off of their game. And then J-Flo do pick up the win. Tam pins Anne-Marie with a spin kick. Because J-Flo are the ones with a match this Saturday and not Tiffany and them. So, yeah. 71 for Tam, 65 for Mizuki, 66 for Marika, 70 for Anne-Marie, 47 for Mariah, and a 72 for Tiffany. Yeah, big win for the J-Flow girls here. Then after the match, they're jumped by Club Venus, the Page Sisters, and Mina. But Mackie runs out with a microphone. She starts smashing Mina over the head with it. And they retreat, the heels do, because again, they're outnumbered here. There's 4 J-Flow girls, 3 Club Venus girls. You know, yeah, that's... The numbers game is still in J-Flow's corner, as it has been basically since they existed. But yeah, it's going to be these 3 against these 3. No, Mackie's not in the match. Yeah. On the pre-show for Clash at the Castle on Saturday. Speaking of Scotland, we get a quick promo video of Bianca Belair and Montez Ford, you know, seeing the sights of Scotland, being a married couple, you know, being superstars. And Ora Mensah and Jakara Jackson are filming. You know, you can hear them like over the camera, like from speaking from behind the camera. There goes, here it is. You know, this place. I heard so much about this place. Beautiful city, horrible people. But this right here is the place where the EST gets back on TOP when I beat Bayley and take that WWE Women's Championship in just 5 sweet days. I know the women's division on Raw has been crying out for a hero, and I am that hero, the EST. Superb. Me, M.E., Bianca Belair. See you Saturday, Bayley. You can bring your friends along all you want, because I'm bringing mine. And then, like, Jakara turns the camera around, like, blows a kiss at the camera. So, yeah. EST already in Scotland. Oro flew out there pretty quick after Velocity. But they are already in Scotland ahead of Clash of the Castle. LA Knight comes to the ring and goes, let me talk to you. You know, a couple of weeks ago, the megastar right here, the former World Heavyweight Champion, was one of 4 men who was trying his hardest to become the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship. Yeah. Now on that match, I came up short, but I damn sure didn't lose. Okay, Chad Gable, he's the one who lost. CM Punk, he was the one who nearly won, but got his ass stomped to the canvas and then lost. LA Knight, I didn't have anything to do with that finish. I'm still the goddamn megastar around here. And now I hear Triple H saying I can't be a Money in the Bank. Because I'm a former World Heavyweight Champion, I'm being punished for my success. But make no bones about it, I'm still going straight to the top here on Monday Night Raw. So anybody back there who thinks they can step to the megastar, get your ass out here, and I'll put your ass in the ground. Yeah. That's when no music plays because, you know, he's not employed. But over the mic we hear him go, whoa, 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 whoa. LA Knight, slow your roll 1 second. You may be the megastar, these people love you. But please, I'm on my knees at this point, man. Just let me win this match. If I beat former World Heavyweight Champion LA Knight, these guys back there, they might give me a Raw contract. You don't need this win. Look at you, you're a made man. I need this one. I need to remind the world that I'm top dollar and nobody's harder. And I can't do that without a contract, man. So please, from man to man, AJ to LA, do we have ourselves a deal? And LA Knight sort of like looks around the crowd laughing and he goes, hold on a minute. You, top dollar, Uncle Phil looking ass going out here, getting up in my business, telling me to throw this match against you. And he goes, I'd appreciate it a lot, yeah. He goes, huh? Nah. Let's see, this is what's going to go down. You, bottom dollar, are going to get your ass out here. You're going to come into this ring. The bell is going to ring. And if you are as good as you say you are, you'll be able to take me down one-on-one without any need for any BS. Okay? But if this goes the way that I know it's going to go and these people know it's going to go, you're going to get your bald, fat ass planted into that mat with a BFT and I'm going to pin you because that is what I do because I'm the megastar and you can put your bottom dollar on that because you're winner and still the undisputed People's Champion with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah. Handle changes. Very good bottom dollar gimmick. Loses not damage popularity as much. Will Shogun uses okay, he's probably never going to be a star, so it's fine. But yeah, AJ Francis is why I said that. Yeah. LNI against top dollar, 66. It goes exactly as you say it would be. Bottom rung on bottom dollar. 85 for LA Knight, 62 for top dollar. And yeah, his quest to get himself a WWE contract continues. Christian. Saray's not supposed to be on screen here. Yes. You. Bravo. Bravo. The two nerds finally grew a backbone. Okay? The two nerds stopped playing around with cartoons in their own silly little sandbox and actually started to try and be a part of Monday Night Raw. But here's what happened. You messed with the wrong people. Okay? Myself, I don't give a damn about anything you say. Dijak, he goes by my orders. He's a vigilante of justice. And what you said was injustice was our attack on Buddy Murphy. You don't know the damn thing about justice. You're not doing what's right. You're doing what gets you screen time. And let me tell you this. I heard about your little friend. I heard about this coma she's been in because of your silly little fantasy world. I'm hearing that they say that there's a chance she doesn't come out of it. So I just want to, put differences aside. Man to man. Humble father and friend to everybody, to loser who watches cartoons at the age of 30. And say that from the bottom of my heart, I truly hope she doesn't. No, I don't know what to do this turn yet. Yes, what I'll have to address without addressing this. 78. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wild Brawl. Killer Kelly. God, she fucking needs performances right now because her tag team partner's out for a year. Okay. And I did check, when I had to go back and edit the segments. It is a year and 2 weeks without Lyra. Her surgery is high risk, so I'll probably do it. And, hopefully it will come down. But yeah. Anyway, Rhea does make defense number 4 of the Liberty title. She beats Killer Kelly with the Riptide in 11:15. I said this was a Wild Brawl, so that's a good rating. Yeah. So yeah, Killer Kelly's got nothing to do now. Maybe she'll be the third option to be Becky's protege. Speaking of Becky, Lyra was supposed to be in the segment, but of course she's in the hospital, fighting for her life. So, Kathy Kelly comes up to Becky and goes, Becky, it's been a rough night tonight, Your first your protege lost, and now, Killer Kelly, she's winning, Maybe you picked maybe you put your bet on the wrong horse. Becky goes, I don't do anything wrong in my life, Kathy. Okay, what I said, what I do is right. Lyra, she let me down, just like Gigi, she let me down. But I don't need others to mold into my vision, because I am the perfect mold already. Okay? And I need to prove that I'm the greatest wrestler of all time. Here's a little fun fact for you, Kathy Kelly. Did you know I am the only one of the 4 horsewomen to have never won Money in the Bank? And Kathy goes, I did, actually, yeah. And he goes, well, I say that changes this year, because this year I'm winning Money in the Bank. And Kathy goes, Becky. And she goes, what? She goes, you're not in Money in the Bank this year. You're a former world champion, where this year's Money in the Bank is only those who have never been a world champion. Becky sort of just goes, come again? And Kathy goes, you're not in Money in the Bank. You can't qualify for Money in the Bank this year. Did you miss the start of the show? And she goes, I can't qualify for Money in the Bank. Says who? She goes, your boss. She goes, huh, we'll see about that. If I can't come in to qualify for Money in the Bank, I damn well know somebody who can. She storms off. So yeah, maybe third Becky protege will actually be able to get into Money in the Bank. We then get a quick segment. We see a man packing his bags. We see the man is CM Punk. He looks himself in the mirror. And then he just slams something on the table and walks out of the front door of his house. And then it's his passport. You know, because he's on the plane to Scotland. Don't ask the logistics of how he left without the passport, but, you know, it made for a cool visual of him throwing the passport on the table. I guess he got halfway down the road, patted himself down and went, oh fuck, I've just thrown my passport away, and then came back. But yeah, he slammed the passport down. That's a statement of intent. It seems like it's on. Chad Gable and CM Punk Part 2 at Clash at the Castle. Next week, though, as announced earlier on by Triple H, the Money in the Bank qualifiers will get underway. The first men's qualifying match will be an Intercontinental Championship match. The winner will be the champion and the first Raw participant in men's Money in the Bank. Humberto Carrillo defends against Jay White and Trick Williams in a triple threat match. And, just now announced on the women's side, it'll be Cora Jade, Roxy Perez and Mackie in a triple threat match, where the winner of that will qualify for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then moving on to Clash at the Castle, as we just learned, it is now official. CM Punk, Chad Gable, they'll go at it once again this Saturday night at Clash at the Castle, following Gable's betrayal of Punk last week after Punk's victory on Raw. Who will get the last laugh in Glasgow? Jesus Christ, why are the injuries going so fucking ham? Luckily this is only broken fingers. So, like, it's fine, but it made the main event bomb. Because of course it did. But yeah, I main evented with this. It's a mid-main event, because Carlito's in it and KSI is in it, and they're not scoring very high. But yes. Logan Paul and KSI do retain the championships, because Carlito spits in the face of Orange Cassidy during the match. And, you know, he turns around, and Logan Paul punches him in the face and pins him. It says he pinned Carlito, ignore that, he pinned Orange. Yeah. And they make defense number 3 of the World Tag Team Championships. 57 for KSI, 84 for Logan Paul, 41 for Carlito, and a 74 for Orange Cassidy. And yeah, you know, Logan did have an insurance policy in place that he tried to bribe last week, but turns out he didn't need one because Carlito was already a worm. And then the show just goes off the air with Carlito, you know, chewing an apple over Orange Cassidy, and then spitting in his face on the floor. And that is how Raw goes off the air. Carlito, the closing shot of Raw on a go-home show in Big 2024. Still got an 86 rated. Okay. Like, why? The main event was doggy, but okay, whatever. Fuck it. We ball. What matters more is what you thought of the show, more than what the game thought. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side for Heat. Heat kicks off with a pretty sick 6-woman tag team match. We've got Chase U being represented by Thea Hale, Morgan Daniels, and Hans Katana against Hikaru Shida and the Unholy Union. You know, just 3 heels I put together just for a match on Heat. And they do pick up the win. Shida pins Hams with the Majo no Ichigeki in 11, or 15-11 even. 72 for Ham, 63 for Morgan, 52 for Thea, 58 for Iona Webb, 74 for Alba Fire, and a 73 for Hikaru Shida. And yeah, so yeah, big win for, not big win, but a win on Heat for the 3 ECW girls. We then get Tay Paxley backstage with Alicia Sanford, and she goes, Alicia's like an arm's length away, like she's holding the mic like really far away because she doesn't even want to get near Tatum. She goes, Paxley, you know, you're on Heat tonight, you know, Mommy's already wrestled tonight, you know, how are you going to get on tonight without her? She goes, Mommy retained her Liberty Championship on Raw, Alicia. It was great. It was fantastic stuff. And I'm here on Heat to pick up where she left off last week, and I'm going to pick up a singles victory of my own. That's when Next Gen walk in. And Kathy Cool goes, last week, you know, when Rhea got lucky against me, you know, we run this brand, is ours. Okay? And if she ever comes back here, you know, Nene is going to put her in her place. Tim goes, well, I don't know about when Mommy's coming back here, but I'm damn sure here tonight, and I'm ready for a fight, so which one of you wants to take me on? And it's Tracy Sherrick who steps up and goes, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Fine. I won the damn breakout tournament. Like, fucking try me, bitch. And we do get Tracy Sherrick against Tay Paxley, and Tracy does cheat to win. You know, I know Tatum is technically a heel, but, like, I need to give Next Gen a win. I don't want to beat Tatum clean. But, yeah, Tracy Sharrow does pick up a cheeky win over Tatum Paxley here tonight. 59 for Tracy Sharrow, 64 for Tatum Paxley. 76 for a tag team match. Anya Bogmalov steps in the team with Killer Kelly against the Fierce and the Fabulous. I know Kelly wrestled on Raw, but Raw didn't exactly go the way I planned it to when it came to Killer Kelly and her circle. So, she's wrestling on Heat again tonight, so I can see if I can find a partner for her while Lyra is out recovering from a year-long injury. And obviously the first shows I had was Anya Bogmalov, Masha Slamovich. They have neutral chemistry, so, maybe I'll rock with them. But I was hoping it would be good. And yeah, the Fierce and the Fabulous do pick up the win. Shayna beats her with the Super Kick Kirifuda Clutch combo. 47 for Anya, 69 for Killer Kelly, 85 for Shayna Baszler, and a 70 for Carmella. Then a 74-rated main event, Alexa Bliss defeats Chelsea Green with a Twisted Bliss. 75 for Alexa, 57 for Chelsea. Alexa's celebrating. I think this may be her first ever time on Heat. I know she was the GM when Heat came about. So, like, yeah, she picked up the win here tonight. She's celebrating when the lights go off. And then when they come back on, Julia Hart... Sorry, who the fuck is that? Kelsey Cook is there. She throws a fireball in Alexa's face and then hits that moonsault on her. And then the lights go out as Kelsey Cook stands tall over Alexa Bliss to end Heat. 74 rated Heat, that's fine. What matters more is what you thought of the show, mainly of Raw. And I'll see you next time for episode 2 of Extremely Cool Wrestling, bro. See you then.